February 14, 1990, Voyager 1, a space probe launched by NASA over a decade earlier, turned its camera back towards Earth from an astounding distance of 6 billion kilometers. The result was an image famously known as the pale blue dot. In this photograph, our entire planet appears as nothing more than a tiny, almost imperceptible speck suspended in a sunbeam, a mote of dust in Carl Sagan's poetic words. But what does this image really tell us? What feelings does it evoke? And what does it say about our place in the ever-expanding cosmos? I recently read an essay entitled "Just a Pale Blue Dot" by Tim Bain, a professor of philosophy at Monash University in Melbourne, Australia. In that essay, Bain explores these very questions, going beyond the picture and into the profound philosophical reflections it inspires. First, it's important to understand the emotional weight the pale blue dot carries. As Bain suggests, when we look at that tiny blue speck, it naturally triggers a sense of cosmic insignificance. Here we are, a vast world at human scale, reduced to a barely visible dust mote lost in boundless space, seemingly unremarkable and overwhelmingly small. It's not the first time we've been knocked from the cosmic pedestal. Once, we believed the universe revolved around us, then came Copernicus, Galileo, Hubble. Each revelation was shocking and brought a deeper humility. This feeling of insignificance echoes back through history. Blaise Pascal, writing in the 17th century, contemplated this profound smallness. He described his terror upon realizing that, in the immensity of space, with its countless stars and galaxies, our existence occupies an unimaginably tiny fragment. Pascal's words, quoted in the essay, capture a deep existential shock. The eternal silence of these infinite spaces terrifies me. The pale blue dot evokes that same mixture of awe and unease. It reminds us that from a truly detached vantage point, Earth doesn't stand out. It is as overlooked and non-attention-grabbing as a particle of dust floating in a sunbeam. Our senses, evolved for navigating life on this planet, aren't designed to fully grasp this cosmic scale or the feelings it stirs. Yet Bain also cautions us not to mistake this feeling of insignificance for a complete or objective truth about our place in the universe. The photograph is but an image, and every image, by its nature, hides as much as it reveals. Consider the contrast between pale blue dot and the earlier Earthrise photo taken in 1968 during Apollo 8. Earthrise presents our planet as a vibrant swirl of blue, white and brown, a fertile oasis against the barren lunar surface in the foreground. It celebrates Earth's life-supporting capacities and has been described as perhaps the most influential environmental photograph ever taken, inspiring awe and reverence for our planet's vitality. Pale blue dot, by contrast, reveals Earth as a small, almost invisible object, encouraging feelings of vulnerability and contemplation of insignificance in the vast cosmic ocean. Neither image gives us a complete picture, but each offers a different perspective, one emphasizing life and significance, the other vastness and humility. Bain invites us to imagine a different kind of image, one created by a hypothetical consciousness camera aboard Voyager, designed to detect planets that support consciousness, marking them with bright red pixels. Earth would appear as a tiny bright red dot amidst the darkness. This would perhaps evoke a different set of feelings, perhaps pride, perhaps hope. But would this mean we are truly significant? Not necessarily. Astronomers estimate that there may be as many as 50 quintillion habitable planets in the universe, though how many support life remains unknown. So Earth may be unique, or it may be one among innumerable others. The feelings we experience when looking at the pale blue dot, awe, insignificance, vulnerability are complex and not necessarily reliable indicators of cosmic truth. Our senses and intuitions evolved for survival on Earth, not to navigate the unfathomable scales of the universe. So what should we take away from the pale blue dot? Perhaps it is an invitation to humility, a reminder that while our planet is small in cosmic terms, it is the entire stage for everything we know, love and cherish. It is the home of humanity, the cradle of life as we understand it. Whether or not we are unique, the pale blue dot encourages us to appreciate this fragile speck of life-making dust, to recognize our responsibility to care for it and each other. As we reflect on this minuscule dot, we find both insignificance and significance intertwined, a paradox that challenges us to find meaning not in cosmic prominence, but in the very act of existence and stewardship of this pale blue world. So, when you look at the pale blue dot photograph, how does it make you feel? Do you feel cosmically insignificant? If so, has your perspective changed? Share your comments below.